Hey there, going to talk about Valhalla today for those that may be wondering what that is all about. Valhalla is a mini convention slash retreat that Blue Table Painting puts on. We do one about 6 times a year currently. We do them approximately every other month. There is a link in the liner notes that will give dates, details, prices, the whole thing. So you can always refer to that. What we do currently is we rent a really nice place. At this time it's this mansion up in Sundance, Utah. Sundance is a world-class resort. It has skiing. It's up in the mountains. It's really absolutely gorgeous. The place that we rent is really high-end. It has these just absolute fantastic forest views. It's 4 levels, has a theater, jacuzzi, sauna, steam room, and in a way, what we're trying to do is create something different from your typical tournament or convention. That it's more like, I'd say a house party, but it's not raucous. It's not. It's all very. It's calm. You could bring a spouse. You could bring family along, and the place that we're renting right now, and the reason why I'm careful with this is that we may do it in different venues as time goes on. And in fact, we do sort of reserve the option for ourselves to change the place that we go to. But it is awesome. So we rent a house. The place is ours. Mansion might be a better word than house, really. So anyway, the place we're at right now has 3 master bedrooms, which are all like really super high end. And then there's 3 regular bedrooms. And so anyway, you come out, Blue Table Painting staff come up, and we basically just play games of any kind. Mostly miniatures battles. You got Warhammer Fantasy, Warhammer 40K, War Machine, Hordes, Infinity. If you have a request, we will set up tables for whatever game it is that you want. Typically, given sort of the room structure, we'll have between usually 6 and 12 guests coming out. Part of it is, so let's talk about money. So you buy your ticket. The ticket X amount for it gives you a room, so you can buy a ticket for a room, and in the room you can have up to 2 people. There is an extra charge if you want to add a 3rd person, and basically we'll just bring in an extra bed for that. And then the second option is what's called a drop pod. A drop pod is you don't pick a specific room. You're basically saying, you know what, I just need a ticket out there, and then we put you up where we have space available. And and then the 3rd type is what's called an event pass, and that's even less. That's like half of what a drop pod is. And an event pass means everything except lodging. So you would, down in the valley, which is about 10 or 15 minutes away, you would stay somewhere down there. If you have relatives in the area, that's fine. And then you come up for 16 hours a day and have games and hang out. And the big part of it is the wargaming. And we really put our best foot forward for the tables. And that's something we wanted to improve on over a typical convention experience, is the quality of the tables that you get to play on. So we do at least 1 or 2 special tables where we do a unique new set of terrain for that particular Valhalla. And what else? Where's I going with that? Oh yeah, the food. So we provide all the food. So the big thing is you get your ticket, and then that's all you pay. You don't go up there and it's like, oh, now I got to get these other things. Again, we're trying to create a better or different experience than typically what you get at a wargaming convention. And so it's smaller. You get to meet Blue Table Painting staff, which is a thing. And the food is really good. That's put on by my business partner, Sarah. And her whole family is, it's a whole line of restaurateurs, and so we basically feed you up to the gills. And we do provide most, if not all, transportation. There's some limitations to that. We come out a few times to the airport for pickups and drop-offs. So it is really convenient. I believe it's an excellent value for what it is that you get. And so there's that part. So that's what Valhalla is. And so the thing that we're doing now is that we want promoters to come out, people who are voices in the wargaming industry, and we are going to, so you don't pay anything. We basically come out, we host you. It's like a conference, a meeting of the minds is what we're after. And right now it's hybridized, so anybody that wants to buy tickets, they can come out. And indeed, that's another attraction. We might have, you know, a name out there like 40K Radio, or people who are high-ranking tournament players. And so anyway, so if you are a promoter, if you have a podcast, or you are part of an organization in the wargaming community, we want to hear from you. We want to have you out to Valhalla. This year we're in the experimental stage, so in June I have 2 podcasts coming out. It's not 100% certain yet, but I just put out some invites, and lo and behold, 2 people responded. That's for June 2012 Valhalla. And now we're looking at August. I'm trying to get out 3 different people to the August one. And so to the June one, we've got 119th Legion, which is a very small podcast. It's a gaming group. Then we are also shooting for Beasts of War, and I'm pretty sure that they will be out to the June Valhalla. And we have our motivations for that. One is we're very interested in the future of the wargaming industry, and I truly believe that we need to get our acts together. And I'm very keen on forming a consortium of influencers to sort of sort through all of what's going on. There's a lot of new actors entering the scene right now, and I don't think that's going to stop. I think we've got at least a couple years of this boiling, kind of mulching, separating the wheat from the chaff type of thing, winnowing process. And so, anyway, so in August, we're trying to get yet more people to come out, and there may be a point where we will do, what we're shooting for is to do 2 times a year, have one where it's just certain promoters come out, people who have kind of come on board with what we're doing, but I view it more as a joint effort. What we're trying to get out of it is, we do want some notoriety. We want you to bring out your podcast or your organization, or representatives of your organization. It'd be like 1 or 2 people would come out, and we want you to come out and lend your voice and your legitimacy broadcasting live from Valhalla. Now this is laying the foundation for yet something greater, which I'll get into in just a minute. So the promoters, they would fall, I think, into 3 different categories. You would have advertisers. These are people that maybe they own a wargaming news channel or podcast or YouTube channel or something like that, and they would come out and do their podcast from Valhalla. And the idea is that we're going to actually review games. So that's the other half of this equation, is I need to contact the manufacturers of the games and say, hey, send out samples, maybe even send out a person. I don't know why any of them would do that at this point. But there it is. Get in while it's small. And then the second type would be actually the owners of the companies that are selling something. And we want to invite them out too to be a part of this. And then the third one would be actual gaming groups, or people who are participants, people who are you know, world-class tournament competitors, and they might actually come out and be with our guests, and teach them or do workshops or something like that. And again, they would just need to get out here and we would put them up. And we believe so much in this idea and what we're doing that that we want people to come out and experience it for themselves, because it really is hard to put it into words. Like, well, what is this really going to look like, you know, when you get out there? And all I have to say is it feels like a combination of 4.5-star hotel with a family camp retreat thing, because there aren't crowds at this thing. It's very small. You might have 12 people at the table, and I have to say it's really absolutely super. So anyway, so if you know of a promoter, retailer, merchandiser, tournament goer, participant, game club operator type person, let me know, because we may be interested in having them come out. And again, at this time, we're doing it where you just we foot the bill. You come out, and your presence is our payment, is the thing that we're after. And it goes deeper. Inside of me, I see war games as an influence for good in the world. I know it sounds hokey, but I think it brings people together. There's a joy to the art aspect of it, and I think it's very, very positive. All right, so let's go on to the next aspect of Valhalla, which is the grand and glorious destiny. Those of you that have followed my YouTube channel did see this thing. It was in late 2010. We went up into the canyon, Sarah and I, and we found this really cool sort of James Bondian mansion out there in some just beautiful countryside. And boy, we tried to get that place, but it did not work out for us. And so what? Yeah, it was an adventure. It was quite an adventure. So, but we grew wiser and we refined our idea. So originally, the idea of Valhalla was, well, how can we didn't even have a name for it. The code of the first project was Mountain Fortress, which I loved and Sarah hated. So, as some of you may recall, actually at this place I shouted, "Worthy of the gods themselves," that it was this great quest that we had undertaken. Well, guess what? It's a year and a half later. We're not done. We are still chugging along. We're getting the name out there. And so, Valhalla, I'll provide a second link for this. Because I've tried to envision it in my head, is to have somewhere between 20 and 600 acres out in beautiful countryside where you can't see any other roads or buildings. And effectively, we want to build a small retreat-style Disneyland for middle-aged war gamers. Well, you know what? Young ones can come too, and it's old ones. Come on out. So part of the vision is that we'll have two facilities. We'll have a big old gaming facility, like a hall, almost like a Viking hall style thing, and then we'll have another one where you actually can stay. We envision that in the spring and summer we'll put up pavilions and style them after knights of old, or maybe have orcish hut type things, and have it be a bit of a fair, but not trampling the countryside. We're talking maybe 150 to 250 people per event, and run them year round with the very distinct seasons of Utah. It is beautiful in its own way year round here, and I'm envisioning tables like, imagine a 40-foot scale spacecraft, and that's what you bring your army to, and you play on that. Like huge, epic style battles to be fought. things. And so a big part of Valhalla is what we call epic tales of epicness, which is something happens during the event that becomes the tale that's told at future events. Remember the time that we, did whatever, that there's some kind of adventure to it. And you combine that with creature comforts, wargaming culture and imagery, and the beauty of the outdoors. Mwah! It's perfect. What an absolutely fantastic combination. And this is what we're cultivating. And right now we're starting with, we just rent a place with 6 rooms out in Sundance. And but we are going to get together the funds for actually building Valhalla. Right now we think low end we'll need about $5 million for that. And that actually is a pretty humble number for what it is that we're trying to accomplish. Other things is I want to have a tank. I want to have a tank that you can drive around, right? And every time I tell someone this, if it's a war gamer, their eyes light up. Oh! So I don't know what the laws are on having live ordnance for a tank, but at the very least, we're going to have a paintball. We're going to have the tank will shoot a paintball the size of a grapefruit. You know what? I don't know what the logistics are of all this. All I know is I want to drive around in a tank. What?
Please tell people you're joking about the giant paintball. That is lethal.
The giant paintball kill you just as dead. No, but seriously, of course we're going to have to consider safety issues. However, that will have to be weighed against coolness issues. So that's some of our visions for what you might use this property for. Well, anyway, that ties into some other things that we're doing, which I won't go into right now, which is to own the land free and clear, and for the freedom and advancement and independence of humankind. I'm really, I can't help but smile when I talk about all this. So anyway, that is what Valhalla is all about. Thanks for listening all the way through.